Welcome, family, and thanks for coming by, checking in on the brother. I got this video up a little late. That's because I suffered from a concussion now. I've been out in the park sparring. Bigger guy tackled me, hit my head off the ground, and now I got a concussion. It's affecting my memory and also affecting me at work. So I may miss a few things in this video. If I do, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. Your boy did go out and get a helmet. So next time I go out there, I'll be ready. But it's going to be a few weeks before I get back out there. Alright, so what we here to do, we talk about Empire, Season 4, Episode 4, Bleeding Wars. Whew. Dig, if you will, the picture. You and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this? We got Cookie and Lucious sitting at the table. It picks up right where the last episode left off. So we got Cookie there, and she's looking, whoo, Cookie is looking good. I mean, I was really feeling Cookie. Taraji, if you ever come to Philadelphia, please look me up. Hit me up in the comments section. Give me 5 minutes at least. We can't do dinner. Maybe you like what you hear. I don't know if you're single, but if you are, hook a brother up. Look my way. Alright, so they at the table, and we gotta realize this is the first time that Cookie's ever relived this information. Lucious didn't want to know nothing before about what was going on with her when she was in prison, and also when she came home, she hit the ground running, so there was no going backwards. She has a lot that she had to deal with and rabble from that time in prison. And for her herself, her mental health, she might not have been ready to deal with all this. So she's sitting there reliving this information and not trying to keep it together the best she can. I mean, she left, it was violence, abandonment issues, and the loss of her children. And the reality of doing 25 years in prison. So she had a lot of stuff there that she had to deal with. And she was trying to get it out for the first time with Lucious or Dwight. So I also took notice that Dwight was paying very close attention to what Cookie had to say, and even in the scenes that were violent, Dwight didn't have a reaction to. Now I'm thinking maybe this was because he didn't relive this information. This is something that happened to Cookie, not him, and he didn't know this information prior to his injury. So he's hearing this for the first time since he has no ties to it. Maybe that's why he's not having a reaction. Maybe. Or maybe it's because Cookie's sharing with him something and he knows that she is important to him, so he's being extra attentive to what she has to say. Now Cookie, the only thing I would have liked to see on Cookie's behalf would have been if she would have been able to pull him into her somewhat. Either maybe hold hands, or they had this on the couch, or they would do this while they was cuddling. But because this is the first time she's reliving this, and she's doing this with Dwight, not Lucious. So she's looking at Dwight. She sees kind of weakness in Dwight, not like Lucious. So there's no strength there for her to gravitate to during this story. And if he was Lucious, I think he would have closed that gap, because she's the one that's vulnerable by delivering this information. So he should have came and embraced her, because he's not strong enough to do that. Here we are. But I think that would have speeded up this process a little bit more of him getting back his memories if during this time they could have been closer together while they shared this moment. So she relives how Pound Cake came in and changed the television and punched her. And Cookie had to punch her, and Pound Cake dropped her, talking real gutted to her, and was ready to slash her across the face with a razor blade. Cookie had to put her hands up in self-defense. She cut her hands, but Pound Cake did bruise her face up. She tried to see Lucious on a visit, was trying to cover it up. Pound Cake snitched on her, and the guard took away a little bit of makeup that they had, made her wipe it off. So now Lucious sees her all beat up and with a cut. He want to know what happened. Lucious is feeling weak and vulnerable, powerless at this time, because Lucious is not the Lucious Lyons that he is currently in charge of an empire. He's Lucious Lyons, the street dude trying to build an empire. So he doesn't have the reach like he used to have, like he currently has back then. So he couldn't do nothing for her, and that was killing him, that he could do nothing for the love of his life for the first time. Because if something happened to Cookie, it's on and popping. But right now, can't do nothing. Cookie. So because I'm gonna stick with Lucious for a little bit longer, because he couldn't do nothing, he chose to withdraw himself from that situation. Because if he's feeling weak and vulnerable, he can't make the moves that he need to move. As Lucious Lyon, he'll be too stuck on what's going on in Cookie inside. So for selfish reasons, he chose to cut the weakness out. And by cutting the weakness out, that meant he had to leave Cookie alone. Now, Cookie's behalf, Cookie, these visits helps her keep connected with the outside world. She gets to be vulnerable during this part. She gets to act, she kind of regressed a little bit during this part. Like, she was able to be vulnerable, find out about her kids, kind of pick up the mother thing a little bit. So it was good for her to have an outlet other than what she has to deal with day to day in prison. With the visits cut out, all that's left behind is anger. And then you get angry. Sometimes you lash out, start having fights. You might use drugs, sex, gambling. Who knows? Then you get cold, and then hopefully come to terms with what you have to do. You do have an end date, which is 25 years. That's a long stretch, but it is a date that you can go home. So that's where I think their two heads was at. I really enjoyed this scene. Matter of fact, I could talk about the whole review just on this scene of them at this table and reliving this episode, but I'm gonna keep on moving. So they was at a good place, and it looked good. It felt good. I felt them getting bonded. Lucious felt strong himself, so he wanted to go back to Empire based off the conversation of what they were doing. So they feeling good. She agreed to take him, and then all of a sudden, in come Doc. Doc want to know what's up, what's good, what's happening, what I missed, where we going. So I think Cookie. I know Cookie was vulnerable at this point, and she just dumped all this information out, so she wasn't at her sharpest. But if she was, I think she would have told Doc, Lucious, let me just talk to Doc for a second. You stay right here. I need to catch up with what happened on the weekend. We need to just talk as woman to woman. Come on, Doc, let's go around the corner real quick. So they went down the hallway or something, and Cookie probably told something like this here. Look, I know we didn't really have a chance to really introduce ourselves, so please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Cook. H to the Izzo. I used to sell snowflakes back in Philly. I got the hottest boy in the game wearing my chain. My name is Cook. That's what she should have did. But at this moment, Doc could have had a good time. She was all wide open from that hole, and then she ain't had no sleep either. It was up all night. She didn't get no sleep hard that weekend at all anyway. So Doc could have had a good time. So they off to Empire because they had to kick off this 20 for 20. They listen to Hakeem. Hakeem is spitting. He's spitting his stuff. And he's like, Dad, what you think? It's like Jay-Z in a blueprint. He's like, yo, I don't know nothing about architecture, but sounded good. Sound like the energy. I like the energy. So he leaves. They talk about it. And they like, yo, this is not good enough to launch the 20 for 20. They like it, but it's not good enough for the 20 for 20 launch. That first album really has to be fired, because that's the first one out the gate, and they got 19 more behind it, and they want people to buy everything that follows. Now, I remember on the board, they had Lucious going first. Of course, that's scrap. And before they had Jamal, Hakeem, Tiana, and Shine. So, if they go by the board, Jamal will be the front runner. So they decided. Andre says, Pop, you had a good idea. Pop like, yeah, I did. He said, well, why don't you tell him, son? So Andre puts out there that we should have a competition. Let them all compete. And the winner would launch the 20 for 20 campaign. Everybody got a shot. All of our top artists has a shot to be the number one, the alpha. So they get up there. Tori gets up there. Cookie like, nope, no white girls. Not launching. Tori, you will probably get an album, but you can't be first. Just gotta understand it. You ain't gotta like it, just gotta understand it. So a brother get up there. They like the way he's singing, sounded pretty good. They say he won the most Grammys from Empire. And Lucious picks up in his voice the sadness. Cookie like, yeah, that's good. You can feel that. And Lucious says, what happened? He tells him, my brother got shot last week. Is he all right? I don't know. So he tells him, look, go take care of your family, and then come back. Empire will be here for you. All this will be here waiting for you. So he steps off, feeling good. Cookie a little upset, like, well, the way he reacted, you kind of had him stepped off. He couldn't be the face at this point. But You know, always with artists, when they going through something, they make the best music. So I would have told him as an outlet to help you deal with this situation, come in and record. And then when you're ready to launch, you might have some cuts there that people can relate to that's going through your situation. So it probably been some good, maybe Grammy nominated music right there. But he left. And Jamal writing up his stuff, him and Tori coming up with something. He let her know, like, look here, you know, Warren might be the one, like Cookie and my dad was. So Jamal is really falling for Warren. So this is more than just a little attention. If he's feeling this way, hopefully he's feeling something that's real, not something because you want some attention or something because you want to be in a relationship. I hope this is real for you because you come across in this show as a good dude. And Warren, as we see, as he don't see, we know what Warren is up to, we do. But Warren seemed to be falling a little bit for Jamal now. I mean, in the beginning he wasn't. In the beginning, I don't think Warren was capable of really loving anybody. He don't seem the type of dude. He seemed kind of grimy that way. He can step on your feelings and keep moving. But I think with the Jamal situation, because Jamal is so, like, wanting to help people, so nice, so friendly, so open, that, and so trusting in Warren, I think Warren never really had that. And now he's starting to open his eyes up of what he has, and I think he's starting to fall in love with Jamal has to offer. I don't know if their relationship could withstand what's going to come in the future, because you know it's going to get exposed how they got hooked up and what was Warren's agenda. That's all going to be exposed. So, up in the office, we got Andre drinking, and Nika's up there, Hakeem, and Cookie and them. So they talking. Lucious comes on in, he sees Anika. Niggas, you know, they had to remind him who Anika is. He see Bella, he wants to see the baby. Niggas like, I went to prison, not prison, jail for you. It's your fault. Nigga, something wrong with her. Andre drinking. He can start feeling some type of way. Like, yo, y'all talking about this girl birthday party. That's the same date. That's the anniversary of my wife being murdered by her right there. Right there. So he tried to go after her real quick. And they pull him back. They tell him, think, yo, calm down, take a deep breath. What's going on? Lucious don't know what's going on. The white don't know what's going on. So they tell him, look here, you know, Pops, I told you my wife was dead. That's the one that killed her right there. But I didn't turn her in because y'all was talking about family and all this other stuff and this empire stuff. So a nigga, you crazy though, because you know you killed that man wife. Why you around his family? You can see the baby anywhere else. You don't have to come to Empire to see the baby. So you trying to start some stuff. Something up with you. Because you ain't going to forget you caught a body. So anyway. That's going on. Jamal finishes up his song. And he performs it with him and Warren. And they do this love song. You know. They feeling it. They want this to be the launch. And he said Warren was just filling in. But I don't know if they're going to have Warren just filling. Or they're going to have Warren actually go out there with Jamal to do this song. And I don't know how the rest of his album is going to work out. But they don't know Warren like that. And Warren ain't signed to them either. So they have to get some paperwork on Warren anyway. But I just hope Jamal the best with this situation. Because he's a good dude and I'm hoping the best. Alright, so we're going to fast forward to the birthday party real quick. Matter of fact, before we go to the birthday party, let me rewind a little bit. It was a part I did not like. And Cookie let slip. After all this went down, Lucious had went back to the house after that incident in the office. Cookie comes home later. She goes right to the doc's room. Doors open. Like she in her little nightgown, washing up. She strolls right in. When Cookie comes in, that's when she feels need to cover up. And she talking about she just put Lucious to bed. What you mean you put him? What you rocked him to sleep? Like, come on now, what's going on? Cookie, get your radar together. Like, how you missing all these clues out here? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Get your Inspector Gadget together or something. Deuce, I'm not feeling this, Cookie. So, I mean, the whole thing just didn't feel right. And Cookie shared about, you know, the story of Lucious Lions and the lion statue with the doctor. And the doctor's like, yo, don't take him there yet. And you knew right then the doctor was going to use that information for her best interest. But we don't still know this doctor's agenda. And Cookie already said before, she know this chick is up to something. So why is she trusting this chick so much? And then after the weekend y'all had, you should have told her, kick rocks. We're going to hire somebody part-time or you come part-time or something. You don't need to be living up in here. Okay, but that's all I wanted to say. Now we go into this birthday real quick. So we go to birthday, the Prince song. At first, what Hakeem and Jamal did, I didn't like it the first time, but I heard the second time, I kind of felt it a little bit. So that was good. And niggas at this party, again, I don't know why, because you did kill this man's husband. And you know this is his family, and he's going to be there. It makes no sense unless you want this man to try to choke you in front of everybody. That might have been your plan. So we're going to find out. We're going to talk about that a little later. But that might have been a plan for her being there. Because really, this is 1-year-old birthday party. This little girl ain't going to remember this party. Other than the pictures y'all show her, she ain't going to remember this party. People go all out for these 1-year-old parties, and they don't remember these. Kids don't remember that. They don't know who the party for or what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in front of them. And you could have had a birthday party for Bella somewhere else. Hakeem could have did this. Could have arranged it dropped off, and you could have had a little party for Bella wherever you wanted to have a party. It ain't that deep. Y'all two ain't fighting like that. Like, come on. Use some common sense with this situation. That's why I think she did it intentionally. And so we find out a little later. She comes there with Angelo. And Cookie think, well, what y'all together now? Something. Angelo talking about that's more my type here. Come on, Angelo, really? Cookie almost got you elected, and you wasn't saying that a few months ago. It was all cookie, and you gonna fight for cookie. You wanted Anika, you had a chance. You probably could have got Anika anyway. But anyway, they want to serve Hakeem with papers because now she wants full custody. This woman is just crazy. You done killed the wife. They got you out of jail, not Mrs. D and them. They got you out of jail, and you was gonna probably face life on that for killing that agent. I mean, come on, show a little bit of loyalty, but you want to go for full custody. And Angelo's gonna represent you. Just rotten. Whatever happens to you, you deserve 100%. Because I know, we already know Hakeem probably gonna try to lose it, the case, because something was up with them weekly visits every Tuesday and her taking pictures. Something was up. I don't know what was up. So he might lose Bella on a technicality some type of way. And showing that this family is crazy. And that's probably why she was showing, she probably came to that birthday party hoping that Andre choke her a little bit, or at least try to attack her. Just more evidence that this family is crazy. Alright, lastly, Doctor did take Lucious. Lucious didn't go to the party. He's sitting there looking at artwork. This artwork is causing him to have flashbacks. He has flashbacks of him killing Bonky, selling drugs, about beating up Cookie's boyfriend, and all this. And he could feel Lucious' lines coming out of him. Doc comes in. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He said, the man they want me to be, I can feel it coming out of me. That's what's wrong with me. So she was like, you could do a different path. So she take him where Cookie told her where the Lion statue was at. And they go to the Lion statue, and he start feeling it. Start clicking him with some memories. And she gonna let him know that it's a different path. It cuts there, but we know that she's gonna try to convince him, you don't need to create this Lucious Lyons character. You can just stay as the white. Lucious got you through. Lucious served his purpose. He got you through the tough times when you needed him, but now you no longer need him, so you should just remain the white. Alright, family. That's where it goes off. Alright, until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Peace. I love y'all.